I haven't done the countdown today, so because I wanted to take the GM off guard, and I think I've succeeded.
Oh, perfect. That means that we never start now. The countdown has never begun.
This week in Star Wars. Thank you for watching for Star Wars.
So, let's begin
Oh,
by how else? Uh, a crawl, I suppose.
Nah, 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 nah.
copy wrong.
Da 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 da. Okay.
Copy strike.
It
Another
can't be
copyright
copy.
strike.
It can't be copy wrong if you sing it badly enough.
Demonetized, though. So,
Well, there goes my
Listen,
Twitch channel
there are
again.
some things you shouldn't expose small children to, and my singing is one of those things.
Anyone in this chat singing, no offense if someone here sings, but I don't think anyone here knows how
Hey!
to sing.
we
I
are
don't
still
sing,
getting
but I sing pretty
demonetized,
well.
no matter what.
Another
So,
thing that we shouldn't subject children to is my camera work because it's been atrocious.
Oh god. I'm lucky I don't have a camera well here.
so let us begin.
With lettuce,
Yes.
and then we get the pickles on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So, after much effort and the contribution of old heroes and the new, Grand Admiral Thorn was finally defeated almost 5 years ago. With the end of that crisis, the New Republic has been reestablishing its control over the majority of the galaxy, bringing new ideas, inner conflicts, and possible dangers that still lurk outside the Republic's reach on the forefront.
Including one
And you,
company we won't touch regarding ancient biological creatures with the force.
eh,
What
eh.
are they? What are they? They're just giant Cocoa Pops rocks in the sky.
A new Jedi Academy was created by Luke Skywalker in the meantime on the planet Ossus, attracting the last remaining Jedi out of hiding and the young Force sensitives to join his new Jedi Order. For the last 6 years since the Academy's creation, everything was proceeding well for the fledgling Order, but the recent events cast a dark shadow over it. And thus we begin. In a galaxy far, far away, as always.
Close up to the planet.
And we begin on Ossus, when where Elena, along with Neo,
Hmm?
are residing to their humble abodes, let's call them,
Mm-hmm.
near the new Jedi Temple
Mm-hmm.
and slash Academy. Everything has been quite calm. Uh, Nothing major for the last months. Everything seems under control.
A boom is here on the
Neo has
background.
been, yeah, Neo has somewhat been able to uh, find his footing in a place where everyone has strange powers.
A few curses can be heard after the boom.
And you're currently, Neo is currently trying to establish some more uh, robust, uh, um, come on, communications
Mhm.
and improve the technical
Mhm.
interface of the whole academy, let's say.
Mhm.
Of course, he is a mechanical mastermind, but he can't do that alone.
Yep.
So there are other people that are actually helping with that, mostly droids. But there is one more genius guy that has been very helpful
Okay.
during the throne crisis as well. He
Mm-hmm.
specializes in computers, and
Mhm.
he is not a Jedi, of course, not even Force sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in the crew of a very instrumental um, name in the underworld that has become bigger and bigger the last few years, especially after the fall of Thrawn's uh, Imperial Remnant. His name is Talon Card, and one of his main helpers, and of course, the one that is now helping along with uh, building the the technological interface for the new Jedi Order is a young man called Zachary Kent. He is a bit on the clouds. He doesn't seem to uh, be on Earth most of the time.
Moody walks up
Uh,
to him saying, "Get out of my
What
district."
Earth?
but he is actually very, very clever, as everyone that met him can attest to. And he's a partner in crime to Neo at this point because Neo lacks in computer interfaces
Yeah.
and the programming. He excels at that. And Neo excels at actually setting those things up.
I know the hardware stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
also excels at freaking out when things are going wrong.
yes, on that regard, actually, Gent is the opposite to Neo. He seems to be unaffected by things that are happening. Uh, he keeps a very calm demeanor most of the time. One would say absent-minded almost. In any case, as things are proceeding as usual,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Lena, you get a call,
I answer it.
your comlink.
Yep, I answer it.
Hmm. You can see that it is actually Kukruk. And he says, "So, have you heard the news?"
What news? I've not been made aware of anything.
Oh, great. Well, uh, you'd better come to the temple.
This sounds urgent. I'll be there momentarily.
As as the cat is calling out in the background, it can be a goddamn droid. That's not what you were supposed to do.
I poke my head round in the office where I was working just to let Neo know that I've been summoned to the temple. Sounds serious. I'll be back when I can.
Just gives a thumbs up to that. Jedi stuff. It's hard, complicated, can be a bit weird, but you can handle it.
Mhm.
So, you start going to. Uh, you start your way up to the temple. You pass the familiar scenery all
Mhm.
around. You can see that at some point there is one of the apprentices, one of the new apprentices that the academy has. Uh, it's a Rodian called Kelbis Nu. Uh, when he came to the academy, he already had some prior knowledge of how to use his powers, but very basic stuff.
Mm.
And he seems very uh, proficient with and serious about his uh, swordmanship, let's call it. Uh, it's a partner that you're certain that Jawain would actually like to spar against, and vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. So, he doesn't seem to know anything really. He seems to be doing his morning drills, nothing out of the ordinary. He waves at you as you pass.
I I nod at him as I pass.
Then you make your way in the temple. It's a very huge dome. Uh, Firstly, it was created by stonework, then it was reinforced with other materials, and right now it has a metallic dome above it. Uh, it is an impressive building, and it has a lot of space that is yet to be filled inside because still things are moving around. Nothing seems to have found its uh, you know, uh, its proper place yet. But everything is shaping up to be an actual temple worthy of the old days.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you enter, you see that there are four people there. One of them is Kukruk, the other one is the Grand Master of the Order. Well, not officially, but everyone else seems to recognize him as that. And that is no other than Luke himself. There is also how are they called? Oh, damn it, Emon Calamari. I remembered.
Yep. Okay, this is totally a trap.
Uh, yes, a female Mon Calamari. You have seen that one a lot of times. She seems to be very well acquainted with politics. She seems that she was one of the first to join the academy, and from what you've heard and conversed with that Mon Calamari, she knew uh, S- uh, Senator Organa beforehand, before she actually met Luke. Uh, Her name is Ilgal. She seems to be from a noble house on her world, and she takes very seriously whatever she actually sets her mind on. Uh, the last few years, that is her training.
Mm.
She doesn't seem very proficient with a lightsaber from what you've seen. She rarely uses it. But she's very good at sensing other people's emotions. And as you have seen, she has a soothing uh, way about her, the way she talks, the way she interacts. And from what you've heard, hopefully you didn't have to find that by experience. She's a very good healer as well.
Mm.
She has a very good mix of skills with medicines and using the force at the same time to augment her abilities using them and at the same time feeling what is best for the patient.
Mm.
So it is something like the medic of
Yeah.
of the order at this point.
Yeah.
And the last one is an old man. He doesn't like to talk too much. from what you understand, he was he wasn't a Jedi before, and he finds his Force abilities annoying. And from what you know, this is the main reason he actually decided, or rather, was persuaded to join, so that he will find a way to actually control them
Mm,
and not cause problems to him and others around him. His name
mm.
is Trin. He is very polite. He keeps to himself most of the time. He's like a hermit, but at the same time, he has lived a lot of things throughout his life. He survived the Clone Wars. He has seen other things during the Empire's reign, and a lot of struggles with the mining operations that were happening in his planet. So these four are gathered together, and the moment you enter, Kukruk waves at you and he says, "Good, you came quickly."
Your message sounded urgent, Master. She walks into the room and then stops and bows to the rest of the Jedi in the room.
They bow back, and Luke immediately says, "There's no easy way to share bad news. So, I'm afraid we lost one of us."
Do we know how or
Um,
where?
we know we know where, of course. How exactly? Not really. The authorities have not yet confirmed anything. Uh, do you remember Ulahakor? At this, you remember a beef. Very clever, very inquisitive and curious. And you have been a few missions with that one. She seemed to like to try and find things around the galaxy, uncover lost knowledge, discover things, that kind of stuff. Which means very close to what you're actually doing
I
in
remember
your
her.
missions outside the temple.
Yeah. I nod solemnly and Luke and say, I remember her. A very
Yes,
promising, a
so
very promising one. That one.
yeah, so apparently she was killed, as the information we now have, near Hut Space, specifically on Quen. She was sent there to investigate some rumors of some kind of artifacts showing up. We're not exactly sure what it was. That was the whole operation, to go there and see what's happening. At this point, I guess that the Master Cal will know more about this because he's the head of such operations most of the time. You immediately recognize the name. It's another survivor of the Order. He was very young when the Order 66 happened. He lost his master. He had several run-ins with Inquisitors, and hopefully he managed to survive long enough until the Empire's fall. And then news about the new Jedi Order reached his ears, and he decided to come and see with his own eyes what exactly is happening. We're talking about a human, uh, and he has a very unique ability. Uh, he can sense. He has what we call psychometry in Force Powers division. He has the power to feel and see memories around specific objects
Mm.
that are connected to the Force in some way or another. He also had an extensive background at going around the galaxy and finding old temples, Jedi or not. Uh, so he's very well equipped at this. And you have actually spoken to this man uh, many times before. Uh, and one thing that has caught your attention at some point is when you actually told him about Ilva.
Mm.
He said that he actually knew a witch from Dathomir himself at some point, but he never elaborated further. So, with all of this information, Luke turns at you and says, I hate to ask this of you, but it would be very helpful if you could go to Gwen and see what exactly happened. Try to find out the details, you know, hopefully try to pick up the trail. You know that we don't have many people to spare at this point.
Eleanor nods and then sighs and kind of says, not in a way to offend, but more in a way of counseling, just says, "This is exactly why I said we shouldn't go out on missions alone. Not everyone is as thrilled about the Return of the Jedi as we would hope."
Well, there are dangers. There are always dangers. In any case, perhaps it is for the best that we move quickly before the trail goes cold and we lose our chance to get to the bottom of this.
I nod.
If you want transportation, you can. I mean, we can easily find one.
I'm sure I've still got an old shuttle that my crew have been working recently with. Gather my, I'll gather some allies to come with me, and I'll set out immediately.
Very well. Again, I'm sorry for all this mess, but, well, what can we do at this point?
I take a step forward, put a hand on Luke's shoulder, and say, it is our duty as Jedi. There is no need to apologize."
Well, let's hope that this was not for nothing, this whole situation. Okay, so go prepare your things, take everything you need, and you can go.
I nod, and
May the force be with you.
also with you. I turn and leave.
Kukruk, you can see that Kukruk also makes a nod while you're leaving, and he says, "If you want any further details, you can try to contact someone else in the order. But, for example, Master Cal might know something more. Wouldn't count on it though. He learned the news the same way we did, by the official channels, in a world that is, well, pretty much under the control of the Hats. So it's anyone's guess what really happened."
I turn to Master Cook and nod. I'll do just that. And I return. I turn back and leave.
Hmm. So, unless you want to uh, play the whole segment with Neo finding out the news.
I think it'll just be simple as Elena pokes her head round, just saying, "Sorry to interrupt, but Master Luke set another mission for us. We kind of have to go as soon as possible." I'll tell you along the way.
Oh no, Max time. We can't hear you.
I'm here. I
Oh.
have not said anything yet. Sorry. I'm in the senior's office because remember it was a
Yeah,
dog and the shuttle. Sorry.
I'm just. Rich said we can do a scene, but I'm just going to leave it simple as I poke my head round the door and tell you that Luke's got another mission for us. I'll tell you on the way.
Wait for Neo. That is wait for us or for you, says Neo. I think it's he's working so much or something like that, so he takes his glasses off and says, "Because this system is not going to get finished if I need to get out." By
For,
the time I told him,
it's for me specifically, admittedly, but I don't want to run the risk of traveling alone. There's still some dangers out there we should probably be prepared for.
that says and says, "Yeah, that's true. Okay. When do you have to get off the planet?"
Right now it's urgent.
That says, "Of course it's right now. Damn it. Give me an hour. I will see if I can program all these streets to make up for what I'm doing properly this time."
Very well. There's a call I need to make anyway,
Mhm.
and I will call Master Khan.
Mm-hmm. You see the familiar face of Cal Kestis showing up, and he just says, "So, you heard the news?"
Luke told me just a minute ago.
Yeah, well, you're going to take care of it, I suppose?
Well,
You've been tasked with this?
that's my mandate so far. Yeah, Master Crook said I should call you to try and get any more information.
Well, can't say that I have much more information than that, but what little I could squeeze out of the authorities there is that it's supposed to be some kind of murder. We don't know the details. So whoever did this, it wasn't an accident. Let's say.
Elena just sighs and just says, "More than likely, he asked questions of the wrong people. She asked questions of the wrong people. There are those who tend
That
to.
is possible, but I highly doubt that the Hats themselves were involved in this, or if they actually are, they took precautions to make this as, you know, as hard as they can to pin it on them, if not impossible.
Elena nods, and then she mentions there's also the possibility it could be some treasure hunter, crime lord, or bounty hunter who felt that she was getting in the way of something that they personally wanted, and they wanted to get rid of her."
Yes, that's the most possible solution to this. In any case,
You
my
do remember.
advice is to go and see Prilo the Hat. She was the one that she was the one that our poor friend was trying to find more information from. So,
I will do that. I don't know for certain, but I do have my suspicions. she says she doesn't. She said she won't confirm it, but she will. She does say to Cal, "You remember what I told you about the bounty hunter known as the Abater, right?"
Well, I do remember, but well, let's be real here. We haven't heard about anything regards to him for the last, I don't know how many years. To be honest, all I know about this individual comes from you. There are rumors here and there, but nothing concrete.
Well, it's nothing to go on, but all I can say is I wouldn't put it past him, given my many runnings with the man 7 years ago. We should be
Well,
cautious.
only one way to find out. If this job was had such a good payroll that someone like him would be interested, then that's a possibility.
I wouldn't say it was a payroll. More, this artifact might have been of interest to him specifically. He very rarely takes jobs for the credits.
Yeah, haven't heard seeking about Jedi relics though. In any case, do be careful.
May the force be with you, Cal.
May the first be with you, my friend. And remember, go talk with Prilo the Hat. She has a decent reputation from what I know. And bear in mind that she's considered to be young but successful. So I don't know exactly what that means.
Probably means she may feel entitled, so I should probably handle it with care. My Twi'lek friend's not
Yes.
gonna like this.
Yeah. In any case, have a safe journey.
Will do. I'll contact you again when I find out more.
Good. Oh, and if you find anything more about how exactly everything happened, that would be helpful.
As I said, I'll let you know as soon as I find out anything.
Good, good. Okay. See you with better tidings, I hope.
I hope so too. As soon as she ends the call, she'll wait for Neo, and then she'll say, "Bad news. Bad news, buddy. We're gonna have to talk to another hut."
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear it well.
I said, "Bad news, buddy. We're gonna have to talk to another hut."
Adam Mia says, uh, was expecting it to come our way sooner or later. At least we can go with a backup of the new Jedi Order that may scare them a bit. I think they wouldn't want to have us in enemy neither the New Republic if they still keep their support or Luke Skywalker.
I doubt that will intimidate them, but we should still be on our guard.
Oh no, I'm not saying we're not on the guard. Saying it's much more easy to handle. At least the pressure.
In any case, you know for a fact that if indeed there is a hat behind this, they wouldn't want to implicate themselves in this whole situation.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
like
it's
a,
not good for business
like
having
a,
enemies
like
in general.
like I said to Cal Kestis, she's more thinking it might be some bounty hunter, someone that she got that the Jedi got in the way of rather than the huts. But
Mhm.
anything's possible.
So, as you get your things ready,
Mm-hmm.
we cut off to another uh, place in the galaxy, and specifically on Coruscant.
Mm-hmm.
There, Mudin is going to see his superior, and as he's and as Mudin enters his office, it is the same man Mudin always knew, always to the point, always serious. He doesn't seem to know what a joke is, and he doesn't seem to know what failure is either. So this is why he likes having competent people around.
What is love?
Exactly. So, as you enter his office,
You never
he
told
perks
me
up.
what the info from the Star Destroyer was.
Yeah.
You left that as a cliffhanger.
Yes,
And
yes,
you
yes.
never.
That is my bad. It's of no consequence though, because it has been already relayed to the right people.
The Emperor's personal porn stash.
Why was he hiding it on a Star Destroyer?
Not even close.
You don't want to know.
Exactly. That's why I meant.
Like,
That's
that
why I
just
made the
raises
joke.
more questions.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
wouldn't
the.
that be on? That would be on Coruscant, not someone else's destroyer. Like,
So,
you need to think these things out. Or
No, but
as
that's
you
the
enter,
joke. That's the joke. It's so obscene that it makes it funny.
as you enter,
But
he perks
what
up.
was the information that we
The
relayed?
information pretty much were, come on. The thing that you cared about specifically is that
Okay.
it had areas near
Oh.
the unknown regions that the bureau didn't have cartographed at this point.
Interesting.
So they were very interested on acquiring them, and of course, it seems that whatever Thrawn was planning, and by the now that we're talking about it, it seems that he had, as you know, people that you do know have been involved in all this, but they never actually told you details. Um, Specifically, Luke seems to know more about what exactly happened with Thrawn seemed to have help from someone, at least someone, if not more than one, that they were actually able to use the Force. So that's one thing to keep in mind.
And they were also batshit insane.
No, they sound like cool people.
No. Insane is far from
I,
what they would be
I,
to work
I
with
know.
someone like him.
Yeah, let's proceed.
Yeah.
So he says, "You've been a very valuable asset. You have helped the bureau. I wouldn't call it tremendously, but quite a bit." Especially in the few years that especially in the last few years, so last decade, I should say. So, I have something for you. And you see that he passes you a
A
data
dossier.
pad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I pick it up and read
Mm-hmm.
it. What do I read?
You open it up and you see a bunch of reports about uncovered uh, ancient technology sites, things that have been excavated and taken by treasure hunters and other people. And among all those things, you see evidence that they might be very close to what you're actually trying to find yourself.
Interesting. Cool.
I mean, there is a language there that very few in this galaxy still know how to read.
What
So,
language?
let me say to you.
leet speak.
Palpatinian.
The Palpatinian, exactly.
Of course.
That one.
How do you read it? There are only two words. Do it. Uh-huh.
Listen, with those two words and so many tones, you would not believe the variety of things that can be said.
It's
Do
like
believe that's the thing.
it's like digital 0 and 1. It's do and eat.
You mean eat like eating? No. Yeah, I know that language. I know, amazing. It's like you thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
immediately you realize that this should at least lead you somewhere.
Yeah. So I'm like, um, I say thank you, sir,
Mhm.
for all. It wasn't a problem, since well, good deals make make a good partners. Partners. That's how the saying goes. Out of character. Good deals makes good friends. Okay,
Good
that's
deals
how
make
it
good
goes.
friends, pretty much.
Yeah.
Good deals make a
Good.
great. Good deals make a great lunch. $3.99 only at
So
Tesco.
so yeah, good deals make a good partnership. Is what I will say. So I'm more than happy to be able to help the bureau. Um, if it's okay with you, I will finish whatever task I have for today, and I would like to take my leave to, you know,
Yes,
to
yes.
search this a little more. Still, feel free to contact me if there's something necessary, and I will try to, um, do stuff from afar. Still, I will, be be working in the meantime as usual. Just, I will not
Yes.
be
If you want some
ready.
yes, if you want some additional free time, you
Mhm.
have my leave. But
Cool.
let's not make it too long, yes?
Oh no, no, no. As I
A
said, I
few
can work.
months should suffice, I believe.
I can work from afar, but I cannot be assigned to a task. Basically, like out of character. I can work on the
Mhm.
PC on the ship, but like I cannot be sent to a mission. If that makes any
Yes,
sense.
yes. You see
Still,
that
still,
a very
still, if there's something important, let me know. Especially since I will be, around that place in the galaxy. Not
that I
important,
will.
urgent.
Congratulations, Moody.
Bear in mind, have your eyes open if you actually end up finding anything that would interest us.
I will have it, and I will definitely report you the moment I have found
Good,
something.
good. And
A-
of
As
course,
as always.
I will. Uh, Once you review the contents of the database I gave you, I will contact one of our pilots to get you wherever you will need to go.
Um, I will let you know. I
Hmm.
have contacts of my own, so I will see what is uh, how to say is not better available. What is most convenient, and we'll work it out. Uh,
Yes, you said
don't want
something about what was it? An Ewok, I
don't
think.
yeah. Don't want
And
to use personnel that is busy on other stuff to how to say
oh yeah, yeah.
together.
Ah, there is also that Duros that you told me about.
Actually, out of character question, what happened with the Duros?
Oh,
Uh,
we are going there right after
I
this.
know, but I'm like, I don't think I saved his contact, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Although it will make
I mean,
sense to save it, but like,
I
What's all
mean,
this?
it's been an amount of time.
okay, in that
And
case,
Neo did
yes.
save it, so if
What's
you,
all
at
this
Like,
any point you
infamy?
wanted, you
I'd
could
make
have
the
asked it.
argument that like I probably left contact. Well, Brindor probably left contact information with Neo, Joanne, and Mood, and like occasionally showed up to help them with various things.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm,
So that works for me. Okay, cool. Let's continue.
uh,
Anyway,
perfect.
I go back to my desk if you don't. Out of character, I go back to my desk if you have
Mhm.
nothing else to add on that conversation, miss.
Yes, the conversation is over. What I do
Okay.
have to add, you don't have to roll because it's.
Mm.
I mean, you just read through the contents of the datapad.
Mm.
You can see that most arrows point at a collector. Uh,
Oh no, we're
a
gonna have a
specific.
Saga now.
Oh god, this is Mass Effect 2 all over again.
Yes, a specific collector of oddities. And by the looks of it, it's a hat.
Why I'm not surprised. Anyway, uh,
I mean, I think everyone was seeing it coming.
anyway, okay. Anything other like anything that points out of where I should go at for starters, like which planet?
Yes. It seems that there are two main destinations.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is where is it? There it is. One of them is Varl. It's a system near the capital, let's call it, of Hat Space, of Nalhata.
Where's Val?
And the other one is Quen. It seems that the
Gwen.
specific Quen.
Uh, Gwen.
It
Okay.
seems yes. It seems that the
For a
specific
sec,
hat has.
for a second, I thought we were gonna.
Yes, it's Witcher 3. We went now. Prepare your decks.
Yeah, we're in the casino playing White apparently, everyone.
We're,
Nowadays
we're,
in Star Wars,
we
it
are
became
gonna
How about
solve
popular.
our we're gonna solve our first battle with a duel.
exactly? How
It's
about
Time
a
for
duel
time!
of
One!
duel.
how about a round of Gwent? Everyone nods. Everything is settled in a
Holographic!
gentleman way.
I'm,
no
Holo-
one can beat
I'm,
my
not,
no one can beat my Nilf Guardian deck.
I'm only doing it with high stakes. Whoever loses is sent to the dark side of the force. There.
Yes.
It's all right. I can get.
Listen,
I can.
we're going
I
to
can just get rid of
Canto
it now.
Bite to solve everything with Gwent games.
Oh my
Damn it!
god.
Damn these side quests. What's this Asian lady? Why is this Asian lady asking me about the code breaker?
Anyway, so how you said
Quen.
Gwen,
It is
and the
there.
other
Let
is
Yeah,
me.
okay,
I cast the Quen
and
sign
the
to
other is
find out what we
Bandon.
mean.
You said
And the other is Varl. This one
Val.
here.
Okay, so I think it makes sense to go to Gwen first, then Val, except like if there's any other info. Um, I don't know where the others are going
No,
at
it
this
seems
stage.
that this specific hat has offices in these two places.
Yeah, okay. Like it
Seems
makes
to
sense to
travel uh, between those two places.
got it. Either way, Gwen is on the way to Val, so that is the the
The
closest
first
one to
destination, yeah.
go. Yes. So anybody, as I'm doing, my work for the day, anybody is contacting me or no? Out of
Uh,
curiosity.
yes, let's cut it short there,
Mhm.
and we jump to Brindor. So,
Because
alright.
Who's
because
having
I
a?
want to contact to somebody afterwards.
mhm.
He's
For the
enjoy.
last few years, Brindor was doing jobs on the side as
Mhm.
a pilot for hire. He doesn't like very well to be, officially working for the New Republic. He doesn't like very much what has happened and
Mhm.
how things work. I mean, the Rebel Alliance was well and good, but now things are
Back to the same.
neat and tidy, at least when you look at them from a distance. If you start looking more closely, uh, you see things that you don't like very much, so you keep your distance. So, you have made a name for yourself as a pilot that has an actual competent, come on, a competent combatant as well. So you have seen a good rise to your reputation and the credits in your pockets and your bank accounts, I suppose. So you have been contacted a few times by other organizations. You have done a few jobs at the corporate sector, but it's too corporate for your tastes as well. uh,
Too much red tape.
yes. Um, and you have done a few jobs for the Bureau of Ships and Services as well. They always pay well. They always seem to give either interesting or extremely boring uh, jobs, especially for a pilot. Uh, but sometimes it is exciting because you go to far places in the galaxy that not many people go there. So they just go and check if the hyperlanes are still working as they should. They are trying to measure any differences. And of course, they're trying to see and find any new ways to traverse faster and more securely around the galaxy. So, it is something that you have done from time to time. And yes, some of them were just boring maintenance jobs, let's call them that, because you just go from destination to destination, measure up things, find that everything, you know, checks out. So no differences there. Or more exciting stuff like the ones we already said. So as you uh, come on, as you are waiting for spending your day uh, doing nothing pretty much, having your credits at the ready, uh, maybe you will go and buy a new scope for your rifle or some advancements for the ship that you are eventually thinking of actually buying yourself so that you have your own ship. So you don't care that much about contractors. You get a phone call.
Hello, this is Krieg Services. How may I help you?
God damn it.
Yes, Brinder Krieg, correct?
Yes, this is him speaking.
Good. This is Ulimog from the Bureau of. Come on.
Ships and
I'm.
Services.
Yes, of Ships and Services. Thank you very much. I forgot my own organization. Therefore, I'm going to die tomorrow. I'm going to be publicly executed in the town square.
Don't
Man,
mind.
For
boss
my-
must be really
for my
having
sleep
hiring
there.
problems if you're what they're coming up with. What can I
Yes.
do you for? It sounds like there's probably a lot of problems you have right now.
Excuse me while I
Yeah,
go get
yeah.
Excel cooned.
Exactly. He ends up in another universe. So uh, I have a few jobs for you. One specific, you might find it more to your liking because, from what I heard from the upper ups, you've already worked with that person before. Someone called uh, Mudin Begon or something. I don't know. This foreign
Yeah,
names.
You should
that's
have
come up.
said with Mr. Be Gone. That would have
Yes.
been sound amazing.
Yes, I believe so. That was an interesting little job that we worked together on.
Good to hear, because it seems that he wants to find a good pilot to take him swiftly and securely to hot space. So, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Especially if other people get involved. Saying that kind of quietly to myself. All right, yeah, I'd definitely be up for that. It's always interesting to see
Hmm.
what comes
Oh,
out of these kind of things.
It's not as if
don't forget to keep some credits, because there are a lot of ways to spend your money in Space. All
Yeah,
different ways that you can
there's
think of.
ways to spend your money and ways to lose your money there.
Ah, yeah, that goes without saying.
uh, anyway, good luck with that Seppuku you'll be committing later.
Yes,
I'll-
thanks for that.
Mhm.
I'll get things
Uh,
started
Hope,
to make it easier for myself.
hope it goes well.
all right, yeah, I'll get responding to that job quickly.
Perfect. Here there's the contract links if you want to know. And you see that he literally gives you the information you need in order to contact either Moody himself or higher ups in the bureau if needed.
he hangs up he hangs up the call, and a ceremonial craft dagger just juts into his stomach and oh crap! I've pressed the suicide button. I meant to end call.
So, do the two people talk to each other, or are they going there on their own volition?
Let me finish what I was doing. So,
Okay.
except if like Pika contacts me, then I actually will Pika contact me, and yes or no.
It'll kind of be like, all right, I'm your Uber for this evening. Where would you like me to pick you up?
You are going to contact me. You're gonna say, okay.
Please give me a 5-star rating.
I mean, it's gonna kind of just be an unobtrusive, like, hey, tell me where you want me to pick you up, and I'll let you know,
Yeah, because
and about when you want
because
me to pick you up, and I'll let you know how well I can get there.
like I wasn't gonna call you first, but I was going to call you second. If that makes any sense. And so yeah, that's why I'm asking if you make the call first or not. Is basically okay. So as I'm finish up for the day and thinking of calling Kets to see where he's up to and if he could give me a ride. Um, the phone rings or the Tadabat or whatever that is ringing.
The holo communicator
The
starts
community.
buzzing, or
No, it's
whatever it's
no,
supposed
it's
to
your
do.
banana phone. For some reason, you have a banana phone. You don't know where you got it from.
So,
It's a Mickey
um,
Mouse phone, actually.
You're here live in the clubhouse.
I have one thing to say to all this. So, and it seems it's the Duran that is called Brindor. It seems to be Brindor. So,
Yes.
pick a go.
All right. So it looks like I've been contacted to be your pilot. Where would you like me to pick up, and how quickly would you like me to try to get there?
Oh, hello, Mr. Craig. Krieg. Yes, Krieg.
Krieg.
Daniel Craig, yes.
Daniel Craig. I don't know how I'm
That
gonna
is,
get there. I don't know
that
how
is
I'm
why
gonna.
he
We're
was
going
so
to cover
popular.
James Bond scene now.
I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but when
Khaled space.
I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but when I get there, there'll be a car exploding behind me.
Don't you mean a spaceship exploding behind me?
Yes,
It's a
yes.
space car. It's a space car.
A speeder exploding behind.
He just
Speed.
turns up in a speeder that just has an Aston Martin logo on it for some reason.
Anyway, so Mr. Krieg, I was thinking of calling for your help. Um, yeah, will it be easy to pick me up on Coruscant at XXXXX amount
At
of
this
time?
time,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I should be
And
able to get there.
I would like to, go to Queen. Somebody put a
Yes, to
cycle
Queen.
Gwen.
and it's killing one letter, an important one.
I'm sorry, but the deadline to pay respects to the Queen ended.
Yeah,
a
no,
couple of
it's
months
not
ago.
your fault. It's like the paint fault. Anyway, so yeah, I would like to go to Queen.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace,
What?
Your Majesty.
I wasn't thinking that, but so.
Yeah, we're thinking of the band.
I know.
So,
Yeah, I would like to go to Queen
There you go.
There you go.
and play some card games, English card games.
Yes.
Do you need a motorcycle brought to you, or are you bringing your
Yes,
own?
yes, I would like a motorcycle too.
also like-
Motorcycles.
I
Motorcycle
mean,
and
you could
cars.
you could play the athletic version too, where you have to jump a lot and you always get the car you need to get rid of the problem, but you still
don't-
take the damage.
I don't have the dex and strength to do that, so I will use my machines to do that for me.
I mean, if you're doing a motorcycle, you may as well order some clothes and boots as well. Just saying.
Like for the parkour version, maybe Jawen is the best.
Now we're gonna play Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, the card game.
Oh my
no,
god,
Ubisoft
before
don't
this
make-
evolves anymore,
Yes.
you everyone is en route to get to Quen at this point. So,
So basically,
it's time
Neil, what
for
happened? What
first
happened is
rolls. It's time to make our first rolls.
Actually, can I change
I
my
want.
mind? I want to go to Varley immediately. No, wait.
Can I make a
I'm
bacon?
joking.
Can I make a bacon roll?
Yes, you
What
can.
roll?
A bacon roll.
So, I want a roll from the two pilots. So, whoever is going to pilot its ship.
Neo, because I don't have any piloting
so-
skill.
Yes. So, I want a use computer check and a pilot check.
What? Sorry. Pilot check and which was the
Use
And
other
a
one?
use
computer.
computer check.
Oh, great. Okay, first the pilot check. So. Oh God!
Don't worry.
I
Passion
rolled
filled
a
black
4.
Yeah.
Luke contacts Calcastus saying, Elena's gone missing. Can you go see how she is?
Yeah.
And we
Somehow,
want the-
Elena's gone missing.
I wonder why.
30 episodes later, somehow Elena has returned.
I was thinking the same thing, Nick.
And she's full of angst now for some reason.
Joey, Evan, he just spent 30. He just spent 30 episodes of Joey just tearing
Oh,
around
God.
the galaxy saying, "Where is she?"
So,
Dio's computer.
mhm.
So can you tell me? Oh God! What is it with me? I'm 3 and 4. Why am I
Perfect.
rolling
Now-
so badly?
Now
end
I
up-
want two more from these
We
two
end up-
from Brindor.
For some reason, we end up on Nal Hutter. What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing?
You end up in the Yuzhang Vong space. They don't exist, but now they do.
Wait, Asherad Head? What? What are you doing here?
Oh no. Wake up.
Sorry, what?
Okay, hidden here. I want to use
Oh,
a
pilot.
pilot and I use computer check
Oh,
for
so
me as well.
the navigation stuff. All right.
Mhm.
Use computer and pilot.
Okay. So
Everyone did terribly.
No,
the
I
first
did
one,
terribly. He did decent even with his bad rolls.
the first one to arrive is Brindor and Mudin.
What?
Gwen.
Okay.
Uh, Neo and Elena have a very heartwarming ordeal with them getting lost. The ship, the shuttle
What did Fredis
starts and
tell you
goes.
about? What did Fredis tell you about looking for the
Powers.
signs?
It powers
Yeah.
off sometimes. Then Neo desperately tries to turn it on again. Redo the calculations for the Navi computer to get.
Your computer is now restarting as it installs a new update. God damn it,
Yeah.
why is it doing this again? This is the third time.
Why did you have to? Why did you feel the need to install Windows 28?
I didn't! You were the one that accidentally did it!
I haven't been near the ship since we went to Osus.
I have been working on the communication system!
I've been
Would you
working.
like to
How would I
download
have
cookies?
time for this?
I've not had time for it either. I've been busy helping Luke build up a giant freaking temple.
Then who did this?
No, oh
On the
no,
background, back in the Jedi Order, you can see the one that is programming saying, I wonder how he took the updates to the OS system.
So the first ones.
the Windows update themselves now.
All of a sudden, Luke contacts Elena again with the crook saying, we felt a disturbance in the Force. What's going on?" Elena doesn't notice, and she's still yelling at Neo. And Kukrux rolls his eyes, saying,
Getting back, say also.
and then Kukrux just rolls his eyes and goes, "Of course, Neo fucked up again, didn't he?"
Why is Neo the one that it's always assumed to have fucked up?
Because it's
It's
piloting a ship.
tradition.
Exactly.
In any case, so the first one to arrive on Gwen is Brindor
Yeah.
and Mudin. So you find busy, a very busy place. People of all kinds go about their business. It seems to be, come on, a trading hub, like most of Hut Space, to be honest. Of course, the policing is not the strongest suit of the Huts in general. They do have a very strong security force, though, where the high-end establishments and high-class parts of the cities are located, of course. They pretty much resemble forts rather than, uh, you know, uh, places that someone would live. But this is standard HUD procedure, to be honest. So it's nothing out of the ordinary for anyone that has visited their HUD space or planets that are controlled by the HUDs and have their presence on it. So you arrive there, you make a few
Hmm.
roll and gather information if you want.
Okay, give me a second.
Not you yet,
Not us yet.
Brindor
Oh.
and
Oh, Binder
Yeah,
and
only the
okay,
people
yeah.
who
Sorry, I
actually got
forgot. I
there.
forgot
The
we
people who are
haven't
not busy
already
arguing
started.
about getting lost.
Okay.
The
It
people who know
seems
how to use GPS.
it seems that at first there are some attempts from some con artists to scam you, uh, feeding you false information. But with the street smarts that you both have, at some point you realize that yeah, this is clearly not the way to go. So you do additional inquiries here and there, and you actually find the right information on exactly where to find the hat in question,
You just-
and you move there. There is an impressive building. Again, more it looks like more like a fort rather than anything else. But it has a lighter touch than the crude things you have seen, uh, that you have both seen uh, with hat palaces and stuff in some places. It is more, let's call it inviting, less oppressive. You could even go as far as to call it nice looking somewhat.
If you squint and have a blindfold on.
Yes. So you go near the entrance. You can see that there is heavy guard there, and when you approach, one of the guards goes there and says, he doesn't seem to raise his weapon at all at you. It seems standard procedure. They don't seem threatening towards you. That's what I'm trying to say. So he approaches and says, "So, what is your business here?"
I would like to talk to what is the name of the hat?
Prelo the Hat.
Prelude the hat.
Prelude.
Prel do that.
I'm sorry, sir. There's no one by this name here.
Pre-lore the hat.
Preload the hut.
Pre-law. Pre-law. The hut before the
Pre-law,
law
yeah.
It
runner.
has preloaded. It's ready. So,
Pre-lore was how it's called. Pre-lore. Prepare-lore.
Pre-roll.
yeah, okay.
Pre-roll.
Propeller.
Pearl Harbor the hat. Let's go.
Loading hut PNG.
Okay,
So-
so
I'm clipping this, by the way.
the guard looks at you and says, "And what business exactly do you have?"
Um, um, he, I mean,
Prelo the Hat has a very busy schedule, let's say. So,
I'm a potential buyer interested in to buy some of his unique pieces.
okay. Uh, please wait a moment here, and you can see that he goes back and starts talking to his.
Out of character about money.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, yes. The update about money.
yeah, because like I know I'm around 5,000, and while I have like enough for like a lot of med packs to go, I think we still need to, probably get more money.
I mean, that's because Catch left with everyone's money.
Wow.
I need. Call it your investment in my Skywalker's business.
At this
Uh,
point, you have amassed this much.
That is for me.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else, or like the others are like up to you anyway.
I think the rest of us are on preload credits.
Yes.
Um,
Krieg has this amount at the ready.
Okay.
You can pull a few things from here and there. to get to another.
I mean, Krieg has been working and is a new character, so it makes
Mhm.
sense to have money. Uh, Elena
If you
Zawin, I
start
don't think so.
pulling some strings from here and there, Krieg, you can amass an additional amount.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll leave the additional amount out for now.
Mhm.
Anyway,
It's for it's for an emergency.
Mhm.
Okay. So after 20 minutes waiting there, you can see that the guard that previously talked to you comes back and he makes a gesture at you to follow him.
we follow him.
And
At the
he
moment we are
leads you.
all alone, we kill him and take his money. Wait, what?
Mhm. And he leads you towards the building. At the entrance, he says he shows uh, he shows some kind of metallic basket, and he says, "Please put your weapons here. They will be safeguarded. Don't worry. You will pick it
Okay,
up."
I put my weapons there, my pistol, I guess. I don't really
Yeah, I
have.
guess I'll put my rifle.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep my
And
pocket rifle to myself, thank you very much.
and after that, he leads you further in. Uh, the first floor when you entered, and you see that there is an office there. A Balasar is inside one of the uh, strange protrusions over the head of the Balasar. Perks up as you enter and says, "So, you're here for what exactly? Remind me, because uh, possible buyers, I suppose."
so out of character, it's the translator of the hat right now.
No,
If
no,
I
it
understand
seems
correctly,
to be someone
from the
that is
hat.
yes, someone that's working under the hat, and she seems responsible of taking,
That's a pretty
Okay,
heavy person to
making
be
the
working
schedule.
under.
Oh, that's gonna be some.
Okay.
I mean, that's gonna be crushing for your self-esteem.
A bit more than just the self-esteem is going to be crushed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to tell me what to roll to not to find an information. Either I found information as I was going, I was coming here, or to remember etiquettes and how to present myself on what you said he's a Balor or no?
Yeah, Balosar.
A
It's
Balazar. Okay. It's not a
yes.
Balrog. Cool.
No, it's not a Balrog. No.
So,
I'm just imagining a Balrog in a suit looking kind of bored, sitting behind a desk that's way too small for him.
so
So give me the meat and give it. Okay, I'm not going there.
God
Damn
damn
it.
it. You're going there. We know it sooner or
Well,
so
later.
for some reason
a
that
Balos
Balrog.
going.
No, you go on. It's fine.
I want Balrog etiquettes. No, okay. I want Balos are etiquettes and hat etiquettes in order to how to present myself in you know
Mhm.
talking with them to get
From
better
what you see, that specific Balashar doesn't care much
uh,
for etiquette.
for his etiquette, but still, I want to know about
Yeah,
hat etiquettes. I want to do a
yeah.
roll.
Hat etiquette is pretty much it's something that you would know.
Mhm.
You're supposed to always be polite. Never raise your tone, and you have to show subservience to the hat.
Yeah, okay. So let me know.
The
You
key factor is to always remember you're dealing with someone who by default believes it's Above
He
you.
should be. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Let me know if from what I'm saying is gonna break any of those codes to reconstruct it if needed. But basically, I'm trying to follow the etiquette. Is what I'm trying to say. Um,
You also need to learn how to
as long
follow
as
the etiquette.
as long as he doesn't ask me to bring Saga, it's fine, I guess. Kind of possible to find here. So. What did he ask me? What item? So from where is that item on the datapad that I saw? Where did they found it?
It seems that all the information
Mm.
the hat has. So it seems that this particular hat is buying information about you know, unusual things. Seems
Oh,
like a collector.
so it's only information that he has about that thing.
Yes, it's information that pretty much treasure hunters, some explorers, and people like that found some ancient technology in some excavation sites and the other akin to that, and they sold it to her.
So he has it. She has it.
Yes, she either
Okay.
has it herself or sold it
Somewhere else. Well, we don't know.
somewhere else. But
Like the last.
these items and information about locations passed through her hands.
Yeah. My question is how I'm going to describe the items, like stuff around about. How I'm going to describe
Oh,
what I'm looking
the
for.
easiest way is to single out pictures and reports from the datapad you already have and show it to her. So she has an exact idea of what you're talking
Okay,
about.
I'm searching for items like these. I was told that I may found it here, and I saw him the other
Yes.
battle with.
Also, you want to have a careful
Mm.
approach. Uh,
Yeah, that is why I wanted to describe the item instead of
mhm.
showing. Basically, to be careful, and I don't want to, any information leak. Mostly, like
Exactly.
I,
So
I, I heard,
if you're careful and show just parts and stuff like that, oh, I'm searching about rumors about
yeah, I heard you
that
got.
particular technology or
Yeah, I
something.
heard you may have info about this stuff if that makes any
Yeah.
sense about these particular items. And, well, I
Yes. The writing and
the
the
writing I'm not showing.
oh, okay,
Like, why should I show the writing of
okay,
the
okay.
language they probably don't understand? Like, it's only a picture of the item, and like I heard rumors and like from where they found them, and
Yes,
that
you
they
can.
did say.
There are also reports
Yeah,
from.
reports you found them there. So, and I'm interested in those reports too, basically, with
Mhm.
those information too. Basically, anything that has to do about the item is what I'm trying to say. It's like I'm
Yes,
interested
yes.
anything for the atom and anything related to.
Good. So, um, the Balusharp seems to uh, type a few things, and she says, "Okay, so if you would so please come back in 3 days from now, and preload the hat. We'll see you then." And
Um,
she gives you a data chip that has specific date, time for.
okay, cool. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Yes, we're looking
Ho-
forward
ho-
to doing business with you as well.
hope our business goes well.
And you can see that she nods uh, at you expectantly, like, okay, we're finished here, pretty much.
Okay, so as we go back, I take my gun and shoot her away.
Oh
Uh,
no.
No, no.
of course not.
So,
Pika, are you interested in doing that? Do you want to, start a random fight for no reason, the two of us?
yes, it's perfect. It's the perfect
Well,
plan.
we need more people for my skills to be better, so let's wait for the rest of the party to show up for it.
But think about it, a random fight with no tanks and nothing to hit
I
the
mean,
damage
I'm
to
decently
us.
tanky, but you want others to do the fighting for you, and I want others to be here to make them fight better. It just doesn't work out till we've got more people.
I
I
made
know, I'm
Tank stop
joking.
playing this week,
Let's go back.
unfortunately, so I don't think it's going to work either way.
So, let's fast
Mhm.
forward this.
Yeah.
2 days after Braindor and
Today is the day.
Mudin arrived,
Mhm.
Neo and Elena make it
Mhm.
I said go!
their
Could you tell us
destination.
the way to Quinn? Oh, you're at Quinn. What? We are finally. I told you this was the right direction. No, you said the other direction. I said this direction.
I told
That
you to
is
go
bullshit,
left
and
after
you know it.
Voss. I told you to go left after Voss. You went right. What the hell?
And we stop with the joke. It's getting boring.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you arrive at your
Mhm.
destination. You know
Yeah.
exactly where you're supposed to go. You
Okay.
have specific coordinates
Yeah.
I'm pretty
that you
sure
were
Cal.
given,
I'm pretty sure
so it's pretty
Cassis
easy.
told Elena where to go. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find
Mhm.
uh, uh, Prilos place.
There. That's
Mhm.
our neon sign.
So,
Mhm. Yeah.
you go there, I
Mhm.
suppose. The
Yeah.
same procedure happens.
Hmm.
Mhm.
One of the guards approaches you. You state your business,
And
which
Neo
by the
will let Elena lead until since
yeah, yeah.
this Jedi
Which
business
by
is
the
here to
way,
help.
this is somewhat important.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
exactly you're going to say that your reason of coming here is?
Yeah.
Again, Neo is going to let Elena lead. If he sees the things go south, then he's going to
Mhm.
try to help.
Yeah.
But for now,
I give a polite greeting bow and I say, "I am Master Elena of the Jedi of the Osis Jedi Academy. I wish to discuss a matter with your master, which is with your lead, which is quite urgent.
Okay. Anything specific?
A member of our order was recently murdered on this planet, and the last person to speak with her was Prelude the
You
Hunt.
see that he waves at you to stop, and he says, "Oh bother! Please wait here." And again, you see that he returns with someone that seems to be high rank. He
Hmm.
approaches, takes off his helmet. You can see that it is a Clantunian that has seen much better days. He seems badly scarred, and he says, "So, you're here about the nasty business that happened the other day, yes?"
Yes, it's a tragic shame, I'm sure.
"Yeah, well, these things happen here. Well, maybe not specifically that kind of things, but you get my meaning. Anyway, uh, Master Prillo is a bit preoccupied these days, uh, but she will be happy to talk with you, iron out anything that needs to be set in its place, and hopefully you will get the information you need. Other than that, I can't help you right now, I'm afraid."
Thank you for doing what you can, at least.
"Good. I will need your contact information,"
I hand
he
it over.
says. "Okay." He nods and says, "We'll inform you when the time comes."
Thank you.
And fast forward
Mhm.
days after this, it is time for uh, Moodin and Brindor to go for their appointment, and Neo and Elena also get a call from the comlink that you were given by the Clantunian guard, and he says that uh, the best time for you to discuss such matters would be today. So please, you know, come and. Oh God, I'm dying. I need water.
And you are not the
Alright, so
one
the
that
best
is
time to
sweating a
die is
river.
from lack of water. Got it.
Ella just goes,
Uh,
"Are you sure you don't have any
again, like I
fresh
said,
water in the
again, like I said.
palace?"
I mean, I just imagine we're like while Merce goes to get himself some water. I just imagine like we're sitting in a lobby. There's Neo and Elena like one side of the lobby.
Elevator music.
Yeah, let me get there. I got to build up to that part. Brindor and Moodin come in, sit at a different part, kind of awkwardly wave at each other, not like somewhat acknowledging each other, but also kind of ignoring each other. All while the tacky elevator music plays in the background.
Everyone's
I was just saying, Yash is the one that is needing water. I am the one that is sweating rivers and I'm still have no need to go cross for water.
Okay, I'm good. So, both parties arrive
we have that
so that they
Spider-Man. We
can
have that
unite
Spider.
and make one party now.
We have that.
Do
So,
we see each other?
We have that Spider-Man moment. We all
the
I
look
just
at each
described
other.
it. We're sitting at opposite ends of the.
Did you describe that? I'm asking the GM. He's the one with the final word.
yes. The first to arrive is you two, Lena
Okay.
and Neo. I mean, uh, thing is, you don't have an appointment, so
Yeah.
time passes without anything really happening.
Yeah.
You get the feeling, um, actually, roll a perception, both of you.
Okay.
This is my jam, and this is where I'm gonna fail miserably.
I mean, I felt that the one thing I should be good, which was the use computer. So that 6. I take it.
Jesus, nearly not 20, that sucker.
Okay.
Anyway,
So,
by the way, Neil's more preoccupied with looking in the his follow his small computer doing the calculations for what he has to do back when he
Why?
gets back to his
Okay,
temple.
computer says
yes.
no. Why?
Nier's pretty preoccupied with his stuff, I guess. And then he's more looking around to see what exactly is going to happen. Well, there have been a few hours now, and no one seems to actually care that you're there. And you get the feeling from some glances that people that go up to the upper floors give you. Seems to you that they know you're there. Some of them seem to know why you're there, and they're explicitly ignoring you. You get the vibe that they are hoping you will get bored and leave at some point. So, as you wait there,
You have too
the
much
time for
patience.
yes, the time for the people that do have an appointment comes, so they do
Yeah.
arrive at the building themselves.
Okay.
Because indeed we have an appointment. Okay. We
So,
arrive.
yes, you enter the building, same procedure as well. Oh, is anyone going to try to keep their weapons or no?
No.
Nah.
Do you want pick up
I
try to
mean,
keep your weapon?
Neo can build. In this case, Neo has learned to create sentries wherever he goes with nothing on him, basically. So Neo
I'm
is
much
like,
more
sure,
dangerous.
take it, no problem.
I'm just as dangerous without my lightsaber as I am with it, so it doesn't really matter that much.
You are and Elena are basically the magic. You is the magic of science. He can create stuff with basically having no tools for nothing.
I mean, technically, if I can pick someone to make them weak even against fists, but you know.
Fists.
I mean, think about it. It's just plus d6 damage. Even if Neo's like got terrible fist damage, it's still terrible fist damage plus d6.
It's also terrible fisting.
So, now that you are all there and you can see each other,
You see that Neo gives them both a note and goes back to what he was doing the very computer.
Spider-Man moment where we all just point at each other going, ah!
aha,
By the way, I want to make this clear. Neo didn't ask for a lot of details. He just knows that Elena needs him and he has other priorities in the Jedi Temple, so he's here. Sure, I will back you up, basically.
Neo's just busy watching TikTok videos.
mhm.
All right, so what we do is we very quickly knock out a couple people and steal their weapons, and then we're not useless anymore.
Perfect.
Either that, or we just pickpocket them.
Even
Where's
uh,
Ketch when you need? Where's Ketch when you need him?
so, you see each other, you acknowledge each other's existence, I suppose.
You know,
Yeah.
we nod
Ah,
across the lobby
we nod
and
back.
then go back to ignoring each other.
Yeah.
Perfect.
People that exist that we worked with before. Go back to work.
So the decor is interesting here.
It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Hawk. What brings you here?
Some unpleasant business involving a member of my order. What brings you here, Mr. Moodin?
Some pleasant business. Wait, some pleasant business involving my interest. Wait. Actually, yes. Oh, sad to hear. I have been, well, you know, the usual. Some rumors about, you know, lost artifacts and whatnot. Um, uh, yeah, that.
Interesting. And I assume,
Interesting.
Mr. And I assume you're here for the same reason, Mr. Krieg.
I asked him
I'm the
to.
chauffeur here. All comments regarding why we're here can be referred to Mr. Moodin.
Neo says likewise. Any comments regarding why I'm here is basically I'm supporting her in whatever she needs.
He's looking to get.
Krieg sits on a couch and puts a magazine over his face and kind of starts snoozing.
Neo after that continues writing.
That's just Mr. Emote's way of trying to dissuade me from giving him a 2-star rating on Uber.
So, after a while, you can see that the same Balosari that you talked previously
The Balrog.
exits the Balos. Yes,
the
Balrog.
Balrog.
Exits the office, the same office that you previously met here. Looks around, sees you, and goes towards you and says, "So, Mr. Mutin, Mr. Krieg, I see that you are in time for your appointment. You can follow me."
Okay, we go inside. I hope to see you later.
Likewise.
Neo
would be
just
nice
nods. Well, work is
At
to-
working.
this, you don't even have to roll. This to have an appointment, you don't, and they seem that they are ignoring you. So it could perhaps be a good gamble to try and squeeze yourselves.
Again, Neo is going to leave this to Elena, whether she chooses or not.
I'm gonna leave it alone for now, and then probably wait.
I I will cast the force spell called Tiny, and we squeeze ourselves inside.
Oh God.
I'm gonna wait for now.
Uh,
I'm gonna wait for now. But if after Moodin comes back, no one else is there, and they still haven't seen us, I'll bring it up then.
I
Okay.
mean, they were the ones that called us here. And we had no problem to making an appointment. Were the ones that decided to handle us like this.
Hmm.
So, uh, let's move.
hmm
Oh no, we are moving.
Are they mooding though?
Oh
So we
no,
are
we're
in.
fine.
Totally not a battle area. Got it.
I mean, we may not fight because there are like only two people. What
I'm joking.
So you
what is
arrive
what
in.
is that is not a Balrog, that is an anime waifu. Uh,
Yes.
It's a Balrog waifu.
it's a Balrog waifu, perfect. Oh no,
So,
I don't want to Google search that.
you
You
enter
must
a
now.
very luxurious space. It seems
Sadly, Cloud, I have to tell you that people have already Google searched that.
of
Google search
course
that, yeah, that.
everything has been
Don't.
searched already. Don't you worry about it. So, you enter a very luxurious space. It seems simple and at the same time
Complicated.
very expensive. The materials that it is made of, and it seems very clean as well.
Do I
Ah,
know Hades out of curiosity? I probably know.
I'm surprised, to be honest.
Yes, I know. I will be
Oh, you know it.
amazed if I didn't.
Yeah, I would be surprised
Okay,
too.
so the Balasar goes next to the stairs and she uh, nods that you should uh, go up the stairs and into the office that you can
Uh,
see,
as long as
the
no
elevated
zombie
area.
attacks me from nowhere, I'm fine to go up. Don't ask. I have an interesting history with mansions and zombies.
Yeah.
So once you get there, uh, you can hear the Balasar's voice saying something in a comlink, and after a while, the door opens.
doors open. Let's go.
You can see
Oh
inside.
no, I hack here.
Oh god.
You can see inside the
Ah,
huge
that's.
Come here,
frame
look
of a
at it.
hut.
Oh god, it's the hut
Uh,
titties.
the two guards are inside. You see a large office that is littered with a lot of things: paperwork, data pads, trinkets that are neatly placed, and the yellow eyes of that enormous creature looking at you with some curiosity and expectancy, and says, "Ah, Mr. Moodin and Mr. Craig, I believe."
As I go in, I bow
Hmm.
uh,
I'm just gonna
to.
quietly stand in the background, like I'll give a curt nod. Otherwise,
Hmm. You hear that she talks in Hatiz. If you understand that, you tell me.
I do
Otherwise,
actually.
oh, perfect.
Oh no, everybody knows Hati suddenly. What's going on?
So you both know Hatiz. That is very helpful.
Unfortunately,
Uh,
the other party doesn't, so that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
she waves her hand a bit and says, "So, let's hear exactly what your business is. Uh, Buyers, from what I understand."
Um, uh, um, um, I don't know how to call you eminence or something. I don't think so. Anyway, uh, your lordship. I don't know. What do you call the Hati?
Eminence could also be
Uh,
used.
Yes,
your
pretty much.
Hatishness. Anyway, your trying to sound polite and
Mhm.
actually like kind of giving credit to her, let's say. I heard some rumors that I basically repeat what I said to the not Balrog lady, and uh, that's her name now.
We're never
Uh,
going to let it go, Mers. Never going to let it go.
Yes.
to the Baltisian lady.
The
Um,
Maltesers?
Baltis. So anyway, uh, I repeat the same of like I heard about some rumors about some artifacts that were recently found, and I'm interested to um, um, let me see how I will phrase it. Um, make a deal of either buying the artifacts or um, getting more information out of those rumors.
Mhm.
Like basically, out of character, trying to say I'm either here to buy it, or like get more information on like how you found it, because not because I didn't sell it, because I will gonna treasure hunt about it is the answer. But like yeah, basically or like I would like information about where you found. You get my point. Anyway.
Mhm. You see that she's looking very intently, mainly at you, Mudin. She
Mm-hmm.
seems to measure you up, the clothes that you're wearing, how you're
Mm-hmm.
speaking, how you move, everything pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And she nods and says, "Ah, nice, nice." So, and moves one of her
I obviously
small
follow.
hands and makes
I
a
obviously follow
gesture.
the etiquette, and I'm trying to sound subservient and
Hmm.
all that stuff. You get the idea. Like, let me know if
Yes,
I'm
yes.
trying to break it.
You don't pick any overly, how to say it, gestures of superiority from her part.
Hmm.
You don't
Okay.
get any vibes of "I'm going to kill you if you don't kiss the
Oh,
floor" or something like that.
yeah.
She seems more business oriented.
Okay. Cool.
She impatiently moves her hand and says, "If you have something specific that I could see, that would help quite a bit."
Um, I described the item that I heard rumors that. I heard the rumors that an item in this description is in your possession.
Hmm. You can see that she's thinking a bit to herself and says, "Huh. Well, I've been in this business for selling things, rare things like that, and acquisitions for quite some time now. And in that time, I've seen all kinds of objects crossing my proverbial desk. They don't come here easily, though. So, these specific items have attracted the interest of other buyers as well.
Hmm.
Although I haven't had news from them for a few weeks now, so
Hmm.
maybe you will get the better cut of the deal if this continues to be that case.
Mm-hmm.
I would be interested in selling whatever items I still have in my possessions and the information to get the rest. We'll have to agree on an amount, of course. And you see that she takes one of the data pads, leaning towards the desk, uh, taking it with the tiny arms. But you see that she's actually quick at using the datapad. despite
Not knowing what items I wanted.
no,
That
she does know. She seems to recognize what you
yeah.
described here.
What do you mean by being quick on the data or using the data pad?
She's using it proficiently. She doesn't seem to struggle at all.
Despite her
Even
Okay.
yeah, she's a bit awkward, let's say, as a hat with the tiny arms and all that. And after a while says, yes, I suppose that we could make a deal on about 25,000 credits. I think it's a reasonable price. You can
Hmm.
roll either a perception or an intelligence check on that one.
It's not the same, you know that, because
I
one has
know,
a
but
plus 4 and the
you
other
will get
plus
different
15.
things from according to what you roll, pretty much.
I want to know if those items are indeed the items that I'm interested in, if they are actually, serve any purpose. Because if they are not the items,
Mhm.
I'm will go for the information basically.
Okay.
So I will roll a perception. Okay, definitely higher than the guy on top of me.
Okay.
Oh my!
Is that is that enough or
Seven,
no?
seven. We need one more to be the lucky seven.
Is
So
If you
that
get
enough?
triple sevens, it'll deal 999 damage.
it is enough to get some
Exactly, the
information.
lucky seven.
But not all the information.
Yes, not all the information,
Give me
but
a second
enough to
then.
get information.
There.
Okay. Uh, as you have already realized, she didn't actually say exactly what she has in her possession and what not.
Mm.
And she immediately went to a
Yeah, give me
price,
everything.
pretty much.
Mm.
You've realized that this is an attempt from her part to see how shrewd of a businessman you are, uh,
Mm.
how easy it is to, push you to something.
Um, okay, so I will try to say it out of character now, and
Hmm.
we will work it out. So basically, I want to say, my eminence. Uh, um, I'm more than willing to, um, pay you the the price necessary to the item that I'm interested, but I would like to, see, how to say, see what interests me first, and I cannot buy everything. That being said, I can guarantee you that I will buy something, even if that is, information at worst case scenario.
Hmm.
Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say is like, I know you're not. You're trying to push me to buy everything that probably I don't need. Um, Basically, but and I'm reassuring that I'm willing to not pay that price, but I'm willing to pay you. Like, at the end of the day, you will have a better business, and you will have a business deal. But I would like to, do this properly, basically. Um,
You see that?
do you want me to,
Uh,
to actually
no,
phrase
no,
it?
no.
Because
It's fine. It's fine.
like I don't want to take 10 minutes to phrase
Yeah,
that,
yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
basically.
You see that when you finish this, she looks at you, puts down the data pad she has in her hand,
Mm.
and pushes it on the opposite way towards the opposite side of the desk,
Hmm.
uh, where you are, and you see that she does a nod with the other hand to for you to approach.
Um,
Pretty
Sorry, I
much,
didn't.
she's she's pushing the data pad towards you. That
Mm.
she was previously using, and she makes a gesture for you to approach and see exactly what it has to say.
The data pad or here? She has to
The
say.
datapad.
The data
When
pad.
you
Okay.
go there, yes, when you go next to the desk, you see that she's browsing through with her hand, and she says, "When you find something that interests you, tell me, and I
Hmm?
can tell you if I have it
Or
and
you
how
have
much I
information.
want for it,
Or you
or
have info.
who has it right now."
Okay, cool. I said I go through the brochure, I guess.
Okay.
Let me know if there's something in mind. If I find what I want or like anything that has any interest in
Yes,
mind.
He goes
you
through the
can
Best Buy
see that
catalog.
you can see that there are some uh, pictures of the parts uh, that you can recognize, the patterns, some faint writing on some of them. You realize that this is what you need, what
Okay,
you're trying to find, and
okay,
you see something else as well in the other uh, things that you put for you to
a
browse through.
triangle, a cross like a lightsaber. Got it. Wait.
Yes.
So,
You
um,
can also
it
see
belongs.
something similar. You
Go on.
can also see something similar to the first artifact that you were sent to retrieve when you
Mm,
first met the others.
mm.
You didn't know about that, but you see it and you are like, oh, that's interesting.
The Sith holocron or
No,
the
no, no. It seems to be a part of some kind of temple or some kind
mm,
of place that this was uh, removed from.
mm.
You're not
Um, uh,
exactly certain if this will interest the Bureau, but it seems pretty close to what you
okay.
were sent to retrieve last time.
I'm gonna first make a deal for the stuff that I want. And I'm thinking
Hmm.
now how I will approach it. Should I tell her now or should I tell later? Actually, no. Let that information for later. I can throw that as a bonus, or like um, you know, yeah. Let's have this information for later, basically.
Okay.
So I tell her what interests me. Um, but yeah, I will bring it up that thing. To be honest. I tell her what interests me and if she has it, basically.
Hmm.
First, I want to know if she has it or not. If not, we could discuss for um, if the answer is in general no, no, whatever she doesn't have, we can discuss for information and
Okay.
money
Okay. You
later.
see that you see that her eyes are looking you specifically, and not what you're actually looking at in the datapad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you can make the assumption that she remembers the order. So she knows. She's trying to see what catches your attention and what doesn't. So
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
large
I want
fries.
you to roll a deception check.
Not expecting
If you
to
want
roll
to
that.
keep your expressions as hard to read.
I'm gonna roll it because there's no reason not to. Basically, not to keep my expression, easy to read, but
Hmm.
like I'm not. Oh, it's a decent one.
Oh,
I'm
that is
not
a
gonna.
decent one, actually.
Nice.
I'm not gonna full force point that. But yeah, it's more like I actually only rolled the 10 one. But like that. I'm not. I'm not going to do any, major effort other than that.
Hmm.
Do I need to
Oh.
roll a deception as well, or can I stay out
You're
of the
not.
negotiations?
You're not looking at
No, no,
anything.
no. She doesn't seem to pay you a lot of mind.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure after the
So if
previous
you want to
space
assassinate
navigation
her,
rolls.
you can basically. So
Yeah.
start the fight now. Do
If
it.
you roll deception to make her think
Mhm.
you're an E1 when you're actually a Duros, it worked on a player last
So,
week.
you tell her what interests you and says, yes, most of these items I do have under my possession right now.
Hmm.
They're very old. I take good care of things that are old and valuable, at least to me and other collectors like me and like you, maybe.
Are you willing to depart with them?
Yes, if the deal is the appropriate one.
Okay, let's start with with what you have and how we can make a deal with that, and we can then discuss what you're about getting information for the
Hmm.
other stuff, and then we will close the deal. Basically, let's not close it preemptively, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Uh,
It seems that for what she has for sale, it's about a good amount of uh, almost uh, 11,000 credits. Almost.
11 11,000 credits.
Yes.
Um, what she has, and for the negotiation of and
You can
about
try to roll a
information
persuasion.
about, and before I roll the persuasion,
Hmm.
I'm asking. And
Okay.
for the for the information on the on the stuff that she doesn't have and where she got them, it's three different stuff. The stuff that she has, uh, information where are the others, and information where she found the ones that she has.
Okay. At that, she replies back and says, well, we can add even more credits on the initial amount,
Yeah, but
or we
I,
can work something else out, I suppose.
mm,
Talking specifically, uh, not many people want to brave the outdoors and get such things. And from what I see, you're interested in that kind of stuff. I am as well. So I do pay good fees for people to find such things for me.
mm,
Maybe we
okay.
could benefit. Maybe we could both benefit from it. Or we could exchange information, I guess, if they are
She
Actually,
of
wants
any
your
use
phone
to me.
number. She wants your
mm,
phone number to call you for dates later.
actually,
No,
actually,
no,
do
no.
I have any information that I can give here? From the secret information that I can give them about, good trade lines, if that makes any sense.
Oh, you definitely do have that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I have some information of my own that I could, give you. To be honest, we
Good to
could
hear. Good to hear.
exchange information about safety.
Very well. So, give me some time to review the deal and to come with
Uh,
specific terms, and we can
Quick question.
finalize it. Mhm.
I'm also willing to, persuade her to, uh, make the deal better. Do you want me to do it now or not?
You can attend, but what she's saying pretty much is that she wants to finalize the deal and then make the final proposition to
Yeah,
seal it.
think about it, and then roll the persuasion on the final deal is what you're
Yes,
saying.
yes, yes.
Just
You can
right.
do that.
One last thing. Um, I noticed on your yep, I'm willing to. One last thing. I noticed one more item. Um, One more item, and I'm bringing out the, bringing about, talking about the
Yes, yes.
artifact thing.
Hmm.
Um, do you have it on your possession or not?
Oh no, I don't currently have it,
Hmm.
but I know where it is, if that interests you.
Well, it doesn't interest me personally. It may interest. How to say? It may interest another party that I'm affiliated with. Basically, I
Good to
will
know.
let you.
I'm
Hmm?
always open for more business with more people.
Yep, looks like it. You're a very not. I don't want to say open mind. Yeah, I want to say open business like, but that makes no sense. You feel you sort of be a very open individual, open whatever open minded I'm gonna say. Anyway, so yeah, like well, I'm not interested now. I will inform um, that third party, and I will let you know if anything will be done with that.
Good to know.
But
Good to know.
but for now, just think about the ones that we talked about.
Yes, yes. As I said, I'm going to call you back in an hour or
Okay,
two
cool.
at most. So
Uh,
stand by.
okay, out of character as we go out or wherever we
Hmm.
are standby, I want to call the bureau and inform them about the item I found to see if they are interested in getting it or not. Uh, that's all.
Ooh. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I bow and we leave, I guess. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
I'll follow behind my employer.
How much I pay you? Remind me.
Ah,
Yes.
lucky.
Mhm.
Lucky
Yes. Okay.
souls.
Cool.
You are very lucky because I made the roll, a hidden roll, so you wouldn't see it.
And it
And
wasn't
I
that
rolled
good.
terribly. It is good for you.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. So she
I've
wasn't
made
prepared.
7 up to this point, but this one was, let's say, more important than the other. So good for you.
What it
Uh,
was? Sorry,
Port
what?
of
Tell
Mall.
us after the session. This is a
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
post
Like
session
I'm not
thing to talk about.
yeah.
I'm not expecting an answer now. I'm more curious, basically.
Yep, yep.
Anyway,
So
hmm.
the
And
amount